Hello, my name is Alexander Lilly and I'm kindly joined here by Jack Foley, and you are watching KTV's OpenMic.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains, raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. Night time sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dream. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar, and you live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darkest side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. me make the music of the Quando sono solo sogno la risata e manca le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non c'è tu con me, su le finestre. Mostra tutto il mio cuore che ha acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ha incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto, vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mai che io lo so, non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sei lontana, sogno la risata e manca le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto, vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mai che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mai che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò. Io con te.
So we've just come back from your set. You did a fantastic job You did sung really well.
Thanks
in
very
there,
much,
stuff
Alex.
like
Thank
that.
you.
You did a fantastic job, and
Yeah.
I must say, like the third song really was really powerful to me and stuff like
Okay,
that
yeah.
because it was like one of my grandfather's like favourite songs.
Was it
so,
really? Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it was definitely something that was really moving. So.
Conte Partiro, Time to Say Goodbye.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely amazing song. It's sung really well. I like it. So obviously, what made you want to get into professional singing?
Well, it was something that grew on me, literally. You know, I'm not from a musical family, but it was something that drew me, and particularly opera. Actually, I was drawn to opera from a young age, from about 16 or 17. I started doing. Well, I hadn't sung a note till I was about 26 years old before I even thought about even singing. You know, in an amateur kind of way. Yeah, one thing led to another. I did a little bit of amateur operatics, and I found myself down in London at the turn of the millennium there, year 2000.
You've been doing it ever since.
That's right, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Treading the board, so to speak.
Yeah. So what was the spark that sort of got you into it? So how did you sort of realise this is what you want to do?
Well, like I said, I was actually drawn to it. You know, I think music, art in general. I think if it's inside of you, it needs to come out. Probably that's why it took till I was 26 years old before I had the courage to just let that come out and find myself, you know, making the big move from County Durham in the northeast of England down to London.
And what was the transition like going from what you did before to what you do now?
Yeah, well, I was actually a tree surgeon before, so I was working with trees. I trained as a gardener from leaving school, got into arboriculture and tree surgery. And when I first moved down to London, I was actually a tree surgeon. I was working at a big hotel up in North London for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, doing odd singing jobs here and there before I got into it full time.
Oh, fantastic. Do you write your own songs, or do you do anything like that? Do you do anything, or was it just...
I dabbled with a little bit of kind of that side of it, the creative side of music writing and lyric writing, poetry and that sort of thing. I tend to do a lot of covers. I sing a lot of either musical theatre, opera. I was actually trained in opera, but I've now gone back into a kind of covering all sorts of genres. I work with a big band, a swing band, 17-piece swing band, the Denmark Street Big Band.
Oh wow!
We tour a lot. Even, you know, I dabble with a little bit of 80s pop now and again.
Oh, fantastic! That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And obviously, your love is probably back opera though, because
It
that
is,
will
yeah.
always be there.
Absolutely.
You take it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And do you do a lot of gigs around places? So I take it probably more in London. Wouldn't
That's
it?
true. Yeah, I do a lot of corporate gigs. I travel. I've been lucky enough to travel the world. Really, I've been to the Bahamas, New York.
Wow.
I've been all over the world.
What was that like?
With my singing, it was fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's been your favourite sort of gig you've done?
Oh goodness me, there's been some.
Tough question.
The Bahamas, as I say, was just for its beauty and the people, the food. It's a special place. Actually, I was at the Dorchester last night. I performed at the Dorchester for Cancer Research UK. They have an annual, what they call a mistletoe ball.
Oh, fantastic, yes.
And I was part of that last evening. And occasionally I go out onto the streets up and down the UK and I raise money for Cancer Research UK.
Oh, that's really lovely.
And to date I'm up to over £73,000 raised.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations.
Thanks very
that's
much,
really
Alex,
good.
yeah.
That's really well done.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
they're an excellent charity and a very worthwhile cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, if you have any sort of messages to anyone out there, you say it was in your position, who may be doing something that they know that they want to love doing, but they don't know how to get into it. What sort of message would you get out to them? What sort of advice?
Personally, from a personal point of view, it doesn't matter what your profession, your line of work. I would say follow your dream. You know, you get one life, just go for it. You know, there's the old saying about life's not a dress rehearsal. You really need to just go for what you want to do with your life. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about finances. I mean, it's okay and it's easy to say that. My mother used to have an old saying. She used to say, "Contentment is better than gold." You know, and you know it really is. You know, if you follow your dream and do what you want to do with your heart and your soul, then personally, that's worth £10 million in the bank.
Well, that's really good. That's really inspirational. That's fantastic.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah.
No, it's really good, really well done, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
You're
My pleasure.
Fantastic
My
guest.
absolute pleasure.
You did a really good job at singing that.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you enjoyed your stay.
Thanks very much for having me. Thank
That's
you.
all right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, we'll see you next time on KTV's Open Mic. My name has been Alexander Lee, and I've been joined here by Jack Foley.
Su navi per mai che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò.